Okay, welcome back. This is Microlesson number 2. You can always get MIDI files and sheet music over at groovewindow.com. In Microlesson number 1, we learned this little lick. We were working on partial swing values. It sounded like this. And in the comments, at the end, I played this little groove of this, and everybody really liked that part. So I've written the whole thing down for these. It looks like about 4 measures. And I'm just going to teach you that little groove here. It sounds like this when it's all together. If you remember that from the end. Okay, so we'll start with a lick. Time slowly. Now if you start combining that with the left hand, that's how I would practice the first half of the first measure. Then extend. Now the second part is where the groove starts getting interesting. It doesn't play on the downbeat. Instead, the left hand comes in on the 16th right after the downbeat. So if the beats are here, the left hand. So if we put that with the other measure, it helps to kind of get into it. And I would really work this both hands together all the time. You can learn one hand at a time, but it's not going to help you. So it starts with the offbeat in the left hand, and you're literally going back and forth. Now that sounds funny at a slow tempo, but these left hand E's are really just ghost notes. Tempo. Notice on the grace note there, I put my index finger on this A flat and slide it up. A little slowly again. Notice in the right hand there, the second ghosted note on this E, you kind of do this. That's our E7 sharp 9 chord that we play at the very end of the lick. That chord is the makeup of these ghosting things. Okay, with the lick. And then when you take the second half of that measure, it's just leading into the lick again. There's a little bit of a pickup in the left hand, this G. And the second time, it's slightly different. Instead of the E7 sharp 9 chord at the end, it's just B flat and E flat in the right hand, but then you're playing a F and a C power chord in the left hand. You reach up with this E flat and play this little lick in the right hand. Okay, it's an F and a C with an F sharp grace note. E flat, F and A, and a C. Then you play an E flat and a G, and move your E flat up to an E. So slowly. Okay, and we end on that It's the and of 1. It's actually the E of 1, so it's on the very first 16th note after a 16th rest. Notice we reach up with that E flat in the left hand, which almost sounds like the first note of the lick. And then we just do these big stab chords. B flat octaves in the left hand with a B flat 9th in the right hand. Move all of those up a half a step. And then move the right hand up another half step, but then move to a power chord in the left hand. Okay? So that second half, okay, I'm going to play the whole thing from the beginning to the end at a fairly slow tempo, slightly faster than we just played. Okay, a little bit more up to tempo. All right, I'm going to turn the mic off and let's just jam over this thing a little bit.